Hello, and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Well, what a day, what a day. So Bitcoin has actually, held support. So the 1-2 setup, as well as the white triangle wave count, both possible, by the way, they are both valid still. So the white and the blue and the yellow counts, they're all valid. Isn't that great? That's why I said, as long as we're holding above 92,417, I'm rather looking at higher, even though the structure is very fragile. And there is a lot of, there's a massive sell wall around 100K. And it broke, obviously, and then there were a lot of short sellers as well. So you get this kind of small mini squeeze. And the break above the green line here, you can see how momentum then increased, yeah? So it's great to see that the price did hold our setup, our support, and I'm leaning towards the blue count, yeah, because we have already rallied quite impulsively, and the white count is valid. It doesn't make a great difference. Okay, I'll leave it on the chart for now. Maybe I'll take it off tomorrow. We'll see how it develops overnight. Important is now the following, yeah. First of all, in the last video, I think we were discussing a possible upside reaction here. I think we saw already the start of the move up here. If I remember correctly, and I haven't rewatched the video, I know I shared it on Discord, but I communicated to you this micro support area, which was another mini setup, and the last potential for someone to get positioned using this micro support area to get positioned for a rally above 100K. Because my update on Discord said the following. So we are now on the Discord server, and it did say the price should hold above 96,885 to keep the upside breakout attempt alive. This was the mini support area that I shared. I think it was after the last video, I'm not entirely sure. But this was communicated, and that means we had a breakout attempt, of course. We broke above these previous highs, and then it's always important to understand, okay, this attempt, and it took a little while, but this attempt, when does momentum die down? And there are key levels of sentiment that if they are broken to the downside, they would suggest to us when things are starting to break down and when momentum is reducing. And that is typically a break below the 50% retracement. So there was a mini support area, but we had a larger support area here, basically pullback trade setup. The update before that, so covered a lot of different coins today. Exactly, the update before that highlighted finally an attempt to move higher. Even if it is a high B wave, there is a chance the price will test 102K. In the blue scenario, the price might even extend further, but resistance is strong. A sustained break above the green line, and we saw that, is needed next, okay? So yeah, looking good for Bitcoin. I mean, there isn't too much more to talk about. What I want to highlight though is what are now the next targets, because yes, I've got the Fibonacci levels on the chart, and you should know them if you watch previous videos, but it's best to restate them. First of all, we want the price now to hold above the last low, and that is at 98,070. That's the last swing low, and that's for me the pivot between further upside in the blue count and possibly, even though it's less likely due to that overshooting B wave, a corrective rally, right? Because it can, there's always a risk it breaks down, right? We just need to understand what is the key pivot that would confirm a breakdown. In my view, 98,070. As long as we're now holding above it, we are good. It would be healthy actually for the price now to consolidate above 100K for a little bit, build some support, have a sustained breakout, not just fake out. It's looking good. So as you might know if you follow my videos, a third wave, and that's the blue count, should normally reach the 138% extension at least. That's at 105,370. And if we go a little higher, we might even test in the third wave 107,540. It depends on where the third wave tops, then to give a target for the fifth wave. The fifth wave is normally 2 Fib levels higher than the third wave, normally. So if the third wave gets to the 161.8 extension, then the fifth wave typically reaches the 200% extension. Doesn't have to, but normally, right? Let's talk about 111K even. But if the third only reaches the 138% extension, we might land somewhere around 107 to 109K. So that's what I'm watching at the moment. Tomorrow we can take a look at the daily chart together. But for now, this is what how I see the Bitcoin chart. That means you now know the level that we need to stay above. You now know the next upside targets. You also know that it's probably good if the price consolidates a little bit above the 100K mark. And that would be really good. Breaking back below it would indicate a lot of weakness and could cause, in my opinion, a bit of panic selling. Then probably into that lower support region we talked about. But yeah, I think it's looking good. You know the support levels. And I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.